Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tammy. You are watching Tammy Talks, where I break down TV shows one video at a time. So let's talk SWV and Xscape, y'all. So we are on episode 4, Top Billing. So it starts off with Coco and Taj. They're working out together, and after they get done with their session, they start to talk about what happened just the night before at the meeting with Xscape. So Taj said that in her confessional that Coco used to be very catty. Like, they always say that Coco's ego was the fourth member of their group. So it would be a point where if Coco didn't want to talk to you because Coco was the lead singer, Coco was that girl in the group, everybody else would stop talking to you. But now they have worked out how to talk to each other, how to communicate as adults. They are past all the bull that Xscape is still very much knee deep in their late 40s. So they talk about how they won't be doing anything with Xscape if it is not a co-headlining tour, which it should be. This shouldn't even be an issue. I know people are saying, but it's about the money and Xscape gets paid. It should be a co-headlining show. Point blank, period, y'all. So Coco said that they have worked with tons of girl groups from Xscape to TLC, and they have never been treated the way Xscape was treating them in that meeting yesterday. So Coco said that she is just waiting for her ego to enter the conversation and shut shit down once and for all with this whole debacle. We get Lily. Lily is working on her erotica audiobook. When her manager comes over, she reads him like a snippet, an excerpt from the book. Absolutely not, Lily. No, ma'am. I didn't like the excerpt. I didn't. But she talks about how hard it is to write sex scenes. She said it's not easy. She said that, she knows how to do what she can do, but she's not, a professional or verified amateur that is on some of these websites. So they go on, the manager comes over and they go on to talk about what happened in the meeting with Xscape. And Lily wants everybody to just put their egos to the side so we can go out, do this show, give the fans what they need, make history, and just have a good time. Lily wants to keep it very much just about the music. So Tamika and Tosh meet up at a restaurant because Tamika has all these ideas for the way that the show should go creatively wise. So Tamika said that in her confessional, they haven't decided if they're going to let them co-headline or not, but they want to get the ball rolling since the date that they're looking at is in less than a month. So they're working on wardrobe ideas. What does Coco like to wear? What does Lily like to wear? What is this? So once they get that done, Tamika has all these ideas about how the set should be. So she's sketching out things with Tasha's help, and they come to an understanding like, this is great. We're going to present all these ideas that we have to the other ladies, and then we can see how everything goes from there. But the real issue is, one, is there going to be a co-headlining venture? And two, is Tasha even going to be a part of this? So we get to Tasha's condo. I'm sorry, we were in, I think it was Coco's condo. We get to Coco's condo. They're going to meet with Xscape. So Xscape brings over their creative director to help with some ideas for like the stage mapping and how the show should flow. Coco said, before we get to all that, then we get to the fun part. Are we co-headlining or what? So Candy said, look, I want to do whatever my group wants to do. Tasha was like, we're going to co-headline. We're going to co-headline. Candy says in her confessional that all the ladies expressed that they wanted to headline the show. So, and that's clearly evident because when they were at the meeting with Xscape, Tiny, LaTocha, and Tamika, none of them said a word. They let Candy hang out on that branch by herself. So that means that y'all clearly agree. Because y'all wouldn't like, no, we can talk about this later, Candy. Y'all clearly agreed with her. So, Candy said, but you know what? Tasha wants to make me look like the bad guy, whatever. She's not going to cause another argument to start. So Tamika starts presenting her ideas. And Tamika has all these grand ideas where she was like, let's have horses. Y'all can come in on horses. and we can have it start with Rain on Me. And it's rain falling down. And then we're popping up like Tamika has all the ideas. Tasha's salty now because Tasha said that the stage stuff was always her. She's the one that always did all this. And you can see that Tasha feels away. She's salty. But see, you're not talking to anybody. So why would we think that you're going to get this ball rolling? You're not meeting with anybody. Hell, you don't even show up to the meetings that we have. So Tasha says in her confessional that she always does the stage and the creativity portion. She then said that Tamika never did. She was never interested in that. Then went on to say that Tamika was hardly ever in the studio. She said, but if she wants to take that away from me, fine. You already took sisterhood. Tasha, girl, bye. Girl, bye. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, not gonna do it. Tasha's trying to play this sympathy card in the confessionals, forgetting that the viewers were seeing everything else that you're doing. You take away the fact, right? You take away the fact that Tasha that Tamika is alleging that Tasha stole from her, right? You take all that stuff away. We are still seeing how Tasha is behaving in meetings, how Tasha doesn't want to do anything. We're seeing it in live, in living color. So it's not that Tasha can say, well, this is being edited away. We are literally seeing your disdain for your group. Somebody has to do the stage stuff. If you're not talking to any of the members in the group, you're saying you don't even know if you want to do the show. What are we supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Sit and wait for you to decide in the 11th hour that you want to do it? No, go somewhere, Tasha. And then to shade your sister in the process about singing, it's just stupid. But this shows the immaturity and the childishness that Tasha possesses, and so the immaturity that her stands possess too. For the ones that be in the comments talking about, well, y'all this, that, and the other, y'all just as dumb as Tasha's ass is. How about that? How about that? So they were like, this is kind of corny, but it's cool. So they agree that cool. This is a start. We're gonna get the ball rolling. Let's assign different things. So Taj and Tamika are going to do like the stage presence, the creativity of it, how the set is going to look. Coco, Tasha, and Candy are going to do the set list because Tasha and Candy always did the set list for Xscape. So they're going to do it with Coco. And then Lily and Tiny are going to do wardrobe. So we get Tasha, Candy, and Coco. They meet up so they can go over the song list. So they're like, we got to start with a smash, end with a smash. So they're like, well, we don't have any real up-tempo songs. The most upbeat songs that Xscape really have are Just Kicking It and Feel So Good. From what I can remember, they're more of a ballad group, to be real. SWV has a lot of more up-tempo songs. So Coco was like, yeah, we want to keep everybody awake. I mean, the shade. The shade. So Candy is like, I put together some lists. I don't know all y'all songs, but Candy probably studied, watched some of their concerts, got the set list. Candy has both lists. So they're kind of going over what we can do. Candy is asking Tasha, okay, we have this song. I know you don't really like to do it, but this is one of our more upbeat songs. What do you think about this? Tasha was like, I don't know. I haven't really thought about anything. So Coco was like, why? Tasha said, because I have other things going on. Here's my thing with Tasha. If you want to go solo, fine. Nobody has an issue with you wanting to have a solo record, right? Literally nobody has an issue with you wanting to have a solo record. You have a beautiful voice. We have always said that Tasha can sing. But by no means you don't have to shit on your group to get that. That's what I don't understand. Tasha could very well have went to them as an adult, talking to 3 other adults that she has been in business with for almost 30 years, and said, hey y'all, I'm thinking of pursuing a solo deal. I'm going to be I've been shopping things. I'm going to be meeting with the Motown Gospel, So I still want to be a part of the group, but I'm not going to be able to do as much stuff with y'all as far as like a tour because I'm working on my solo stuff. It would have been received a whole lot better than you just being a bitch to everybody because you think like I don't understand Tasha's reasoning for that. What are you truly accomplishing by treating your bandmates like shit so that you can go and pursue your solo career? Why can't you still be a normal person that's a part of a group while still going solo? That's the part that doesn't make sense. They're not going to tell you at this age now when Xscape is really just performing oldies but goodies that no, we don't want you to go solo. They're not working on new music. It's literally, let's bank on our success from the past. That just makes absolutely no sense. So Coco was like, the tension between the two of them is so uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And you can see the tension, and it's mainly because Candy is trying to work as a businesswoman, and Tasha is being a bitch. She just is. So Candy in her confessional said that Tasha's attitude is an attitude, and she's being an ass, which she is unnecessarily. And this looks bad on Tasha from a business standpoint. Aside from just a personal, from a business standpoint. You know what I mean? Because you can't even control yourself and control your emotions enough to have a business meeting. You can't even talk business without your stank ass attitude coming out. It's I mean, you hate to see it because Tasha, let's be real, Tasha's solo album, or maybe it's an EP, comes out next Friday. Is it going to get the warm reception that it probably could have if this show never aired? No. But we're seeing you for who you are. That's too bad. So we get Taj and Tamika. So they meet for lunch to work on the creative um direction for the show. And they're meeting up with with Steve, who's the guy that's working on the like doing the staging stuff. And they asking for all this over the top expensive stuff. They want holograms of who? And why? But they want holograms. They want horses. They want to have on the harnesses so they can fly across. The way that total was over $100,000, and y'all already complaining because y'all are not gonna get paid as much as y'all usually do. No, ma'am. Xscape, y'all don't have none of that stuff when y'all typically perform, Tamika. So we don't need it now. We don't. We don't. Y'all are singers. Get out there and sing to the gods and call it a day. Candy meets up with Don Juan, and she's talking about the issues with the group and how she said in all her other businesses, everything that runs under Candy Coated Entertainment, Candy Coated Group, things go smoothly. But over here with her group, everything is a hassle, and it is. I just feel like at the age that they are now, Xscape should not still be having these issues, and it's very sad to see that Xscape still has these issues. It's very disheartening to watch. So she mentions how Tasha is being super, super difficult. And Don Juan is like, why this time? Candy said, well, it's to my knowledge, my understanding, Tasha has a gospel deal. So she's just not interested in doing it. And Don Juan was like, well, that's what it is. But you have to earn the respect of people in the gospel world, just like country, just like rock, which is true. You can put out an R&B song or put out a pop song, and it's going to be received. It's going to be received. But when you delve into when you delve into country or gospel music like that, they don't just welcome you with open arms. Look at how K. Michelle is having the damnedest time jump into country. And K. Michelle can sing country music. But look how she's having the damnedest time. Look how the country singers don't really want the black. Some have a hard time accepting the new black country singers that are coming out. It's not going to be as easy for Tasha to dip into this inspirational gospel thing. Is Tasha gonna be invited to what are the gospel awards called? I can't think of it. I think it starts with an S. Damn. But is she going to be invited to stuff like that? No. Are we going to see her hosting on Sunday's Best? No, because your attitude is preceding you at this point. Your reputation walks through the door before your physical body does. It's a fact. So Downward tells Candy, don't make somebody a priority that's just making you an option. And we've heard that all the time, but truer words have never been spoken in regards to Xscape. Y'all can move forward as a trio, so y'all should do just that. So we get Tosh, Coco, and Jalen. Look, Jalen don't want to go to dental school. Don't pay all this money to send him to dental school, or for him to not want to do it, or flunk out, or fumble it, or do whatever. If he wants to sing, let him sing. If it doesn't work out, which it doesn't work out for tons of people, then he can go back to dentistry if he wants to, or find another passion, another profession he wants to go into. So they're telling Taj, and Taj goes on with the same spiel of, no, you loved it and blah, blah, blah. He liked it when he was 12, okay? He don't like it no more. But Taj gives him some good advice of, make sure you have a plan B, right? The music industry isn't going anywhere. Your voice is not going anywhere anytime soon. Keep practicing, keep working on it, but you can do that and then get your dental degree. Get your degree in that, and then you have a plan B. You have something to fall back on. So don't just completely say you're done with it. Take it, put it on the shelf, put it on the counter, and then maybe you will want to pick it back up. And then let that be the last conversation that we hear about this, because that boy does not want to sing, and he don't want to sing. That boy does not want to go to dental school, and he don't. And when people's heart is not into school, when kids go and they're forced to go to college, it doesn't work out. They don't get the grades they want. Coco, you know that your son suffers from depression. Don't push him into doing something he honestly does not want to do. He don't want to do it. So the final scene is Xscape. So Xscape is rehearsing because they have a one-off show in Orlando in a couple of days. So they haven't done much rehearsing. Hell, they can't get all four of them in a room together. So they're rehearsing. Tasha's not there. So we pan over to Tasha. Tasha's at home with this horrid wig, and she is signing her solo deal. So she's excited. She's celebrated. Again, under ordinary circumstances, we would be excited with her. But to see that you're doing that, instead of having your ass at rehearsal, it makes everybody just not care, Tasha. That's the thing. It makes us look at you a certain way because you can't be a team player. You can't be an adult and use your words to communicate effectively. So back over with Xscape, they're like, okay, we need to know something. Their road manager, Shayna, who must be Tasha and Rocky's friend that they were talking about, says she's not coming. So they're like, okay, is she coming to the show? And she's like, yeah, but y'all need to do her, can y'all check her mic? So Candy is like, so what, she just want to show up and sing? She can't come, like, what if we had to make changes in the show? Like, so she can't even come to sound check. So Candy is going off saying how ridiculous it is. And it is. It is ridiculous. You can't even come to sound check, girl? Bye. So she tells Tiny and Tamika, y'all need to start practicing her parts, but this is like ridiculous. Why aren't y'all more upset? Why don't we have rules? Why do we sit back and allow Tasha to tell us what it is and what it ain't gonna be? Why don't we just have group rules? So Tamika is like, well, what do you want to do about it right now? And Tiny, and I felt Tiny. What can we do about it right now? She's not here. We have allowed this to go on for the past umpteenth years. So from this day forward, you set a precedent, you set a rule. Tasha, you need to have your ass here, or maybe you don't get paid. Maybe we go on without you. Maybe we kick you out the group. Because let's be real. They've been performing as a trio as of late. Tamika can sing her sister's parts. We saw that as evidence in tonight's rehearsal when she sings Tasha's Run at the end of tonight. So we see that. But y'all, I mean, y'all can't keep holding back and missing out on money and being frustrated over something that y'all can easily control. Something y'all can easily, rectify real quick. Move like Candy said, Tasha uses the group as a safety net. So when this solo career does not do what she thought, or maybe when Tasha realizes that her behavior on TV on this reality show has probably dimmed and made people look at her a certain way, the sales might not be where the sales could have been. Tasha's gonna be the main one wanting to run back to the group. And that's why she keeps Xscape hanging in the balance like this so that she can at any moment say, okay, I'll still do some shows with y'all. Kick her ass out the group and be done with it. Because as of now, when Tasha does these interviews, she said that she hasn't left the group. So that means no changes have been made. Y'all haven't done a thing. But the way that all of y'all are fighting, and Tasha did that video shading everybody in the group, shading Tamika, shading Tiny, shading Tiny, shading Candy, talking about all of them, the way they sing, the way they act, all this other stuff. Like, how do you go back to this, Tasha? So then Candy said that Tasha is treating them like she's Gladys Knight and they are the Pips. And Tamika was like, on any other time I would be upset, but I get this. Candy is mad as business. And let's be real, Candy is right and my sister is in the wrong. I'm glad you saw it 30 years later, Tamika. Welcome to the group. This is bad. I mean, it's making for entertaining television for the next couple of weeks, but like, where do y'all go as a group from here? Where do y'all go as a group? Tasha, where do you go? Like I said on my YouTube short, that people are just, oh my God, you're talking about Black women. No. Why did Tasha agree to do this show? If you had no idea, no intention on being a part of the group, you didn't have to show us that you were signing this solo deal. You didn't have to show us how backhanded you are. You didn't have to show us how fucking awful of a business person you are. Or for that matter, show the world how you do bad, sneaky, underhanded business. But let me know what you guys thought about it. If you have not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.